Welcome to the complete guide on how to succeed in real estate auctions. If you've ever dreamed of buying property at a great price, but weren't sure where to begin, this series is for you. Real estate auctions are one of the most exciting ways to buy property. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, an aspiring investor, or someone looking to add to an existing portfolio, auctions allow you to purchase properties often below market value. But they can also be fast-paced and competitive, which is why preparation is key. In this series, we'll guide you step by step through everything you need to know about the auction process. You'll learn the ins and outs of foreclosure auctions, how to research properties, set a budget, and even master the bidding process to come out on top. We'll cover strategies for winning bids without overpaying, how to inspect auction properties, and what to expect after you've won. Plus, we'll dive into the legal and financial aspects so that you can avoid any costly surprises. By the end of this series, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and confidence to enter an auction prepared, make smart investments, and take your real estate game to the next level. So, whether you're looking to flip homes, invest in rental properties, or find your dream home, stay with us as we explore the powerful world of real estate auctions. You're about to unlock opportunities that can change your financial future. Let's get started.
Let's talk about why foreclosure auctions can be such a great opportunity for new real estate buyers. One of the main advantages is the price. Properties at foreclosure auctions often sell below market value because lenders are mainly focused on recovering the outstanding mortgage balance. This can lead to you getting a deal that's way cheaper than if you were buying through a traditional sale. Another benefit is the competitive nature of auctions. While it can feel intense, the bidding process itself sometimes drives prices lower, especially if there aren't many bidders. But here's the important part. You have to know your limits and stick to your budget, because auctions can move fast and it's easy to get caught up in the heat of bidding. Now, it's not all smooth sailing. Some properties may come with risks, like hidden repairs or legal issues with the title. That's why research and preparation are key. We'll cover all of that in more detail in the next parts of this series. But for now, just remember, auctions can be one of the best ways to get a real estate deal if you play it smart. If you're ready to attend a foreclosure auction, the first step is finding one. Luckily, there are several ways to discover upcoming auctions. One of the most common methods is searching online. Websites like RealtyTrack or Auction.com list thousands of foreclosure auctions happening across the country. These platforms often provide key details like the auction date, property description, and sometimes the starting bid. Another option is to check with your local government. Counties often post upcoming auction notices on their websites or even in local newspapers. Banks and lenders sometimes hold auctions directly, so it's worth reaching out to local banks to see if they have any foreclosure properties available. Finally, don't underestimate the power of networking. Real estate agents, investors, or even friends in the real estate world may know about upcoming auctions before they're publicly listed. By staying connected, you can stay ahead of the game and find auctions that may not be heavily advertised. In the next part, we'll talk about understanding auction terminology, so you'll be prepared when it's time to bid. Before you step into a foreclosure auction, it's important to get familiar with some key terms that are often used. Let's start with reserve price. This is the minimum amount the seller is willing to accept. If bids don't reach this price, the property may not be sold. On the flip side, the starting bid is the price at which the bidding begins, and this can be much lower than the final sale price. You'll also hear the term as is. This means the property is being sold in its current condition, without any guarantees from the seller. That's why it's crucial to do your research, as you might not be able to inspect the property fully. Then, there's the concept of a clear title. A clear title means the property is free of any legal claims, like unpaid taxes or liens. Be sure to perform a title search before bidding to avoid surprises. And finally, you'll often see cash-only sales, which means the full payment is required shortly after winning the auction, usually within a few days. Now that you know these terms, you'll be more confident at the auction. In the next part, we'll talk about researching the property before you bid, so you can make smart decisions. Before you even consider placing a bid at a foreclosure auction, you need to research the property thoroughly. Start by checking out public records for the property. These records can give you key insights into its legal status, including any liens, unpaid taxes, or disputes. Another crucial step is performing a title search. This ensures that the property has a clear title and there aren't any hidden issues like outstanding loans or claims. While it's common that you won't be able to inspect the property inside, you can still gather details about its history. For example, check if there have been any recent repairs or permits pulled. Don't forget to investigate the neighborhood. A property might be a great deal, but if it's in a declining area, it could affect its long-term value. In the next video, we'll discuss how to set your budget for bidding so you'll be prepared to make a smart investment. Setting a budget before you head into a foreclosure auction is crucial. First, you need to know how much you can comfortably spend, factoring in the full purchase price, any repair costs, back taxes, and auction fees. One helpful strategy is to research the property's market value and estimate what you'll need to put into it for repairs or renovations. Next, set a walkaway price. This is the maximum amount you're willing to bid, and stick to it. Auctions can be exciting, but it's important to keep emotions in check and avoid overbidding. In the next part, I'll guide you through inspecting properties that are up for auction, so you can make an informed decision before bidding. Inspecting a property before bidding at an auction can be tricky. Often, foreclosure properties are sold as is, and you may not be able to do a full walkthrough. However, there are still ways to gather critical information. Start by visiting the property's exterior to assess its condition. Look for signs of neglect, such as overgrown lawns, broken windows, or structural damage. These can indicate what kind of repairs the home may need. Also, don't forget to look up the property's history online. You can check permits, see if any major repairs have been done recently, and research past sale prices. While you might not get access to the interior, doing your due diligence is key. In the next part, we'll discuss what to expect on auction day, so you'll be fully prepared to make your move.
Bidding at an auction can be fast-paced and intense, but with the right strategies, you can stay in control. First, remember the importance of setting a budget and sticking to it. Once the auction starts, don't bid too early. It's often better to observe how the bidding is going before jumping in. When you do start bidding, make your moves confidently and decisively. This can discourage other bidders from challenging you. Another useful tip is to avoid bidding in small increments. Instead, raise the bid significantly if you want to show you're serious. In the next part, we'll cover what happens after you win the auction and what steps to take next. Once you've purchased a property at auction, the next step is often renovation. Start by assessing what repairs are essential and prioritize those. Budget carefully for the renovations and aim to maximize your return on investment by focusing on upgrades that increase property value, like kitchens and bathrooms. For flipping, timing is key. The faster you can renovate and put the property on the market, the sooner you can turn a profit. But don't rush. Quality matters, and you want to avoid cutting corners. In the next part, we'll discuss long-term investment strategies with auction properties, whether you're renting or reselling for a profit. When you invest in a property through auction, thinking long-term can maximize your returns. One option is to hold on to the property and rent it out. This can provide consistent cash flow, especially in areas with high rental demand. Make sure to screen tenants carefully and maintain the property to preserve its value. Another strategy is to wait for market conditions to improve and sell the property when prices rise. This requires patience, but the potential for profit can be substantial. Whether you decide to flip or hold, auction properties can be a great way to build your real estate portfolio and secure your financial future. Now that you've got the knowledge, it's time to take the next step. Real estate auctions offer incredible opportunities for those who are ready to take action. Whether you're looking for a great deal on your first home or aiming to build a successful investment portfolio, the tools are in your hands. In this video, we'll guide you on what to do next to turn your auction knowledge into real results. The only thing standing between you and success is action.